I believe for the past few years, I haven't really been living. I'm a first generation Asian American, Chinese and Vietnamese. From when I was young to even this current moment, the beliefs born from Asian culture and family influenced my life a lot. Respect your elders, go to school and study hard, get a good job. Don't do this, don't do that. I didn't realize it, but my life became shaped by all these ideologies. Of course, I have my own dreams, passions, interests, things I want to do. But ever since I graduated high school and went straight into college, I feel as though I began to slowly lose sight of those things that I believed made up my identity. I did good in high school because I felt I had to. I went to college immediately because I felt that's what I had to do. That was my role, my responsibility. Even as I tried to make the most of it, I felt pressured to continue to do what others expected of me. Live my life under their expectations. Make my future the same future they envisioned for me. But as I kept going, I started to question myself more and more. Doing this is the right decision, right? Recently, I had a bit of an identity crisis. I lost interest in activities I typically enjoyed. I stopped going to the gym consistently, and most importantly, I felt like I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I abandoned my passions and abided by others, chasing what should make the most money. It resulted in me being burnt out, depressed, passionless, and not having much energy to do much every day. I've thought, I can't keep doing this. What do I actually want to do with my life? And every time, I can't come up with a concrete answer. School is all I've ever known in my life. I was just told to do good in school and make good money. I never figured out what I wanted to do, who I really was. Every time I tried to chase my passions, I'd get swept up in school, family, and the expectations people had for me. I spent my whole life just doing what others expected of me, to appease family, to perpetuate the cultural norms that continue to rule my life. So that's why I think for the past year at least, I haven't actually been living. My entire life past childhood was just me trying to barely survive and make others happy. But now I want to start living. I want to start living for myself. I no longer want to feel behind when I'm just following my own path. I don't want to let the curse of comparison affect me. I don't want to continue suffering just for the validation of others. Instead of living, abiding by all the norms of my family, culture, and society to live a safe life, I want to take the risks I've always been afraid of. I want to know more than just school in my life. I want to learn about myself and figure myself out. Put more time into me, my passions, my hobbies. Though while I might not be too sure about what I want to do, I want to at least do what I believe I want to do. I'm gonna be turning 21 years old this year. Now, some people never take risks and regret it, never figure out their lives even for their late 20s. I know I shouldn't compare myself to others, but in this case, I don't want to be someone who never took that risk on themselves and regret it later in their lives. I'm still quite young, so I want to take a chance on myself before I feel like it's too late. To be honest, up to this point in my life, I feel like I was never in control, even though it is my life. It's like others were writing my life story for me the entire time. But I believe now it's time for me to move on from those chapters that were written by others. It's time for me to start writing my own story.